Good afternoon, Simon Amara. Did you make the hamburgers? Yeah, I did. I just put it in the oven. So good, like, I don't know, 40 minutes I'll get my food. Food will be ready in like 40, 50 minutes. Yeah. Hope you guys are my show I made earlier this morning. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, me bluffing is really right what you showed us for Zayness. Yeah, guys, I'm not lying. I wrote that. Alright, man, you are gifted. Yes, I am. Very gifted. 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 Oh. Alright, man, you're gifted. Yes, I am. Gifted. Yeah. So VJ knows you found it with your money, bro. Yeah, she does. But she knows I have to go through the gatekeepers to make my money, obviously, to make my blades on my book. 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 dollars a book. VJ knows I have to go to the gates to make that money. Let's see. How much do you can make our book? I can seriously it's probably in the 20s. 20 something billion I make. I guarantee I'm gonna make 20 something billion off the book. 20, 25 billion. I highly doubt 30, 40, 50. For me to make that, the foreign world has to buy my book, but they're not going to purchase it because they don't understand it. Unless they purchase it, then I'll make like 30, 40, 50. But why would you purchase a book you can't read? Like, you don't understand. There's only 1.5 billion people in the world speak English as a first, second, or third language. First, second, and third language. Not first language, first, second, and third language. 1.5 billion people in the world speak English. So those people will purchase my book. I make maybe my 20, 25 billion off the book. Yeah, the gates don't want to make that money, BJ, because they know we have power. We have the keys to the kingdom. And they know with $20 billion, I can start my film studio with VJ Barrett and Hollywood, their Hollywood business. I can film my movies for a lot more money. And I can pay the Hollywood actors more money when I get them out of Hollywood. More money than what they make in Hollywood on average, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, VJ asks you how much money you make every book right away. Yeah, she will. I see her in the airport. She's crying. She gives me a big hug and everything. And we leave the airport. And that's trending, by the way. First picture's trending of me and VJ together. I'm like, VJ, do you know any hotels? She's like, yeah, I know a few hotels. And that's when she'll ask me, all right, how's the money you have your book, by the way? You know what I'm saying? I made $20 billion. You made $20 billion with a B? Yeah, she's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. I really do other things that money. Yeah, she's including herself in the conversation because she's evil, obviously. Are you gonna share that with me, sweetie? Are you gonna share that with me? All right, I'm like, yes, I will be. Relax, calm down. I'm gonna share $20 billion so you can chill. Evil woman, yeah. Because he doesn't know it's like to have that kind of money, right? That's why she's salivating over my money. She knows you can get whatever you want with that money, man. Live a life with that money. That's why she wants a piece of the money. I'm like, BJ, chill, relax, calm down. You don't have to be evil about that, man. Are you gonna share that? I'm like, yes, I will, BJ. Relax, calm down. So I was fucking evil, man. That's what I did for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I want a piece of those billions. But she knows that's the only money she has access to, right? Victoria Justice, right? It's the only money she has access to. Everything is locked on her now. She can't touch down the gatekeeper's money because I got her out of Hollywood. Victoria Justice no longer has access to her Victorious, Eye Candy royalties, or other businesses. She doesn't have access to any of that because I got her out of Hollywood. Her music, her singles, she no longer has access to any of that money because I got her out of Hollywood. As Victoria Justice probably gets royalties for the reruns of Victorious and Eye Candy, maybe a couple $100, maybe $100,000, $200,000 for the reruns. But she no longer has access to that because I got her out of Hollywood. But because I made out 20 million off the book, Victoria Justice is sharing the billions with me, obviously. So it all worked out for the good, right? Yeah. Worked out for the good. Yeah. So Vijay will tell you, yeah, Ivan, I saw your videos. You want to start that film studio, Sky Entertainment, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, Ivan, let's start that film studio. Ivan. We can afford it. Yeah, Vijay, how much money do you want to put towards the studio? Ivan, we could put like $350, $400. That's enough. We don't want to blow our money. We can get that jet, Ivan. Yeah, we can get like a $400 million jet and like a $100 million jet. We could buy our two jets. We can renovate like Incredibles. We can build that $1 million house, Ivan. We can build a $1 million house. Yeah. And after all that stuff is paid for, me and Vijay will still have like $16 billion in our bank. So we're still good, obviously. 16 million in our bank is more than money for me and Vijay to pay our car bills, electricity bill, cable bill, and property taxes, all that stuff for the house. But me and Vijay's house will be paid off. I'm not putting a mortgage on my house. No, I'm paying it all off. It's all paid off cash, man. Obviously, paid off cash. Because I made the billions off my money. That's why people hate you with the keys, Ivy, because everything is, you're living life with Vijay. All these average people have to put a mortgage on a house, man. 20 or 25-year mortgage on a house to pay it off. And I even paid off his $1 million house because I built it from scratch. It's all paid off. The only thing I have to pay is property taxes, the gas for the car, my car payments, phone bills, groceries, electricity, the water bill. That's it. And internet bill. And cable, if me and Vijay get cable. I guarantee me and Vijay are not going to get cable. We're probably just going to have internet. And we just have Netflix and Disney Plus. We just watch movies there. Obviously. And I don't watch cable. I just watch YouTube. So I don't really need cable. Unless me and Vijay want to watch sports like CFL or NHL, we can get cable. But I mean, I might get cable for sports. Watching NHL, CFL, NFL, all that stuff, right? I might get cable. I don't know. Yeah. 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 Well, we should tell you we shouldn't invest $3 billion into the movie. No. She'll tell me, oh, Ivan, $3 billion is a good investment. That way you make a better movie. We have the keys, Ivan. This is not risky. Yeah, VJ, it's not risky. We're going to make our money back off the movie merchant game. We're going to make like our a $3 million investment, VJ. $600 million towards the game is a good investment, VJ. We're going to make like our 50 plus billion off of the Zanus brand. So we have the keys to the kingdom. So it's a good investment. That's why I make an amazing movie. And I give Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson an unlimited budget for the movie. Whatever Peter wants to do for the movie, he can afford it. The battle scenes, the separating, the costumes, are weapons, the mask, obviously the extras, paying the Hollywood actors more money, like and the crewmen, Hollywood crewmen more money, make a better movie. Obviously, but you don't want to do a thing like where you give Peter like a $300 million budget for Zanus. That's amazing, but He'll be limited to what he can do. Like for $300, I can't afford to have like all those extras. But with a $3 million budget, I can afford to have like tens of thousands of extras in my movie. I can afford it. But it'll cost me like $250, even $300 million in cost for the extras. He was like, yeah, Ivan, you're looking at like 300 million, 280 million in cost for the extras, Ivan. Because for the war, it might take like 3 months to shoot the war, Ivan. So you do the math, paying all those extras, $180 a day, that's like tens of millions of dollars, man. Like $20 million, $25 million in cost. That's how I'm gonna put like probably a 250, 280 million budget towards extras. Something crazy. Crazy, Ivan, we can afford it. And we're looking at a better war because we don't have to rely on just visual effects and computer technology for the army. You actually have like a 10,000, 20,000 army, yeah. Hence, you'll get a better war. I know what I'm doing. And you apply the visual effects towards that, it looks amazing. As the war won't be as cheesy, obviously. You won't catch cheesy scenes like you did in Lord of the Rings. So you know Lord of the Rings wars were amazing. I did catch a few cheesy scenes in the war. But he was like, yeah, Ivan, I was limited. I only had like a $9 million budget, Ivan. You know that's fucking cheap. They gave me a shitty budget, Ivan, but you gave me an unlimited $3 million budget, Ivan, with the movie. So he was happy. Besides Mega Deal, I gave him a $3 million budget for the movie, Peter Jackson, right? That's why he's happy, obviously. And Mel Gibson's happy too. I signed his $550 million deal, gave him a little budget for the movie, Mel Gibson, and Randy Wallace, if I choose Mel, right? Yeah. I'm off tomorrow. I don't work. I can sleep in tonight, right? I might pick up a shift this Saturday, maybe. That way I get paid more money. Because one shift a week, I'm not getting paid that much money. We'll see. So I might pick up a Saturday shift, bid on the shift, and pick it up. The thing is, we have a thing where you can bid on shifts. You can pick up another person's shift, obviously. At Dindy's, right? All right, Ivan, you're up. Ready, set, action. Mel Gibson says, ready, set, action, Ivan. And I fill the scene. Mel Gibson's like, Ivan, that's good enough. I'm saying if I choose Mel. Peter's like, Ivan, that's good enough. Yeah, if I choose Peter. Yeah. I do like 5 scenes and the scene's good enough. Because I make it, I barely even have to work, man. No, I mean, you only have to do like 5 takes and that's good enough, Ivan, because you have the God gene, you're so special on the screen. Whereas these other Hollywood actors have to work a little bit harder because they're normal compared to me, right? They're not me, Williams, and yeah. Obviously. Me, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because VJ's special on screen too, obviously, like me, right? Heavenly glory, man. Yeah. You're gonna see VJ in that scene. Father, what's wrong? Tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be adding a few more dialogue in that scene to make it more interesting, but like, yeah, sick when Peter's like, you're looking at a match, man. This is better than the Rings. Nobody's better than the Rings. Ivan, can I get more of that? Ivan, no, Peter. Stop being greedy. I'm not paying more money than you greedy pig. Ivan, I get more of that? I'm like, no, Mel. What I'm paying is enough. Stop being greedy. All right, we're just messing, man. That's not money for us. We don't even make this in Hollywood. You guys don't make this in Hollywood. Mel signed like a $400 million deal in his American money. That's not money for Mel. And Peter signed his like $1.7 billion deal in his New Zealand money. That's not money for Peter. Mel's walking with like $200 something million in his bank. Peter's walking with $1 billion plus in his bank after taxes. That's enough money for both those directors. I'm not paying them any more money. That's enough. Yeah. I'm tempted to go make eggs. If I make eggs, you guys are gonna wait like 10 minutes for the eggs, right? Like 8 minutes. I don't want to have you guys waiting. Yeah. I made the hamburgers, right? The homemade hamburgers, but I'll be ready like an hour from now. Yeah. That's why you're just proud of me. Yeah. But as of right now, that woman is taken for granted. That's why I'm not that woman to me, man. My whole life I've been faithful to you, and I got thrown in a hospital. I'm trying to find a way to provide for me and you by writing my book and everything. While you're cheating on me behind my back with all these men. And now when I get a girlfriend, now the karma hits you and you want me to stay away from the one for you because you're fucking crazy. Because why I'm just baby, that's why she's crazy and she's like it obviously. Yeah, I can't stand if I don't want you touching you, Ivan. I'm a crazy woman. I only want you touching me, but I mean, you know the rules of baby J. You know it, obviously. Yeah. But the fee's not me. I don't want to pay that fee, right? I would have saved my VJ for VJ, but I know it's not going to happen. The rules didn't make me pay, and I know once you bang, I don't know, 150 women, Ivan, there's no point in being able to VJ. It doesn't get any. It's already messy. It doesn't get any worse than that. That's why there's no point, obviously. I know that. Yeah. I'm not going to try my best to fight off all these catty women. Why Victoria Justice can't repel the guys from me. She's going to keep seeing these guys, so I save her. I might as well be stupid too. And I'm stupid like Vijay, obviously. I know she's going to be continuously fucking the guys behind my back. And she was stupid too when the messy shit went on in Hollywood. She took me for granted, obviously. Yeah. That's why she made that song, because I don't listen to her, obviously, because I know she doesn't listen to me either, right? No, Ivan doesn't listen to me because you don't listen to me, VJ. I'm not listening to you either. I'm not listening to you, man. You don't listen to me either. It goes both ways. You can't be selfish, VJ. I have to do like that, man. Yeah, man. Enough about that. Yeah. Will VJ ask you how much copies you sold? Yeah, she might. All right, how much copies did you sell, by the way? Yeah, VJ, I sold like 1.1 billion copies. You sold 1.1 billion copies off your Zayas book? I'm like, yeah, she's like, holy shit, Ivan, you beat J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. I know I did. I beat J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, man. I sold like 1 billion plus copies. It's really crazy. I made like my 20, like, I don't know, 2 billion off the book. Yeah, Ivan, you're successful. Look at you now. Like, you wrote this masterpiece. You wrote that novel, Ivan? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, that's the greatest novel I ever read in my life, Ivan. That's a masterpiece, I know. Ivan, that's going to be better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. VJ will talk about that. I know, VJ. I can't wait for Olivia, Ivan. I know. She's so excited for the movie. Yeah. Look, an amazing movie, Ivan. And we're boss, Ivan. Like you control the brand, Ivan. You didn't sell it to the gates. This brand's yours, and these billions are yours. Yeah, the billions are mine. And VJ isn't. I control the brand. Well, we control the brand. VJ obviously will be owning the same as brand with me, right? Yeah. Yeah. Film rights, game rights, merchandise rights are all Ivan's and VJ's. All that money goes to us. And the other companies take their small cut of it, obviously. Amazon and Amazon only take their small cut. But the majority of the money goes to me and VJ, obviously. And it's tens of billions of dollars. It's crazy. For the Saints fan, right? Well, people want to interview about your book. Maybe. I'm going to have my email information in my book. I'm going to put my email information, my contact email information in my book. Obviously. So yeah. Or with my email confirmation in my book, obviously. Not email confirmation, my email in my book. That way, if they want to contact me, they can interview me. But I highly doubt I'm going to get an interview for the book, but I might. Because Zanus is the greatest novel written, people might want to interview me about my book, obviously. So I'm first a successful, famous author, and I transitioned to be a movie star with VJ after that. Obviously. I'm a successful author, and after that, I transitioned into being a famous movie star with VJ after that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, your book's not normal, man. That's fucking entertaining shit, I know. Like, your characters sound like characters in a movie, I know. That's why the Gates want to control it, obviously. Because they know it's an amazing story. They know it's a brand with billions. Because they're thinking a bigger picture. Even if Ivan only makes like 22 million off his book, he has the keys to the game with VJ. He can easily start his film super in Hollywood. And the movie rights, game rights, and merch rights are all Ivan's. So they're thinking bigger picture. Well, Ivan doesn't sell to us that brand is his, and that means the film rights, merchandise rights, and game rights. Ivan can sell merch, he can make a movie, an adaptation based off the book, and he can make a game. And that's like billions of dollars for Ivan Media. They're thinking bigger picture, obviously. And they also can't stand the fact that me and VJ being multi-billionaires living that life. Don't forget that, right? They have an envy, obviously. It's, yeah, I'm envious. I can't stand the fact that you live in a life with VJ. I'm envious, Ivan. I want you to be under me. Yeah. I want to go upstairs and make my eggs. It'll take like 8 minutes, guys. Or I'll just shut the camera off now. You guys will see me on part 2. I'm gonna make my eggs, guys. Don't hate them, son.